Hey everyone, Shabim here and welcome back to more Motorsport Manager. Right, interesting race this one I think. Cars can be repaired. Movie star. I love to, he's fantastic, Fwako. Yeah, it's an interesting one because we have now of course got our HQ, we've got our design. Nope, where are we? Well, our brake centre we built. Where's the brake centre? There it is, over there. The brake centre we built. Now is allowing us to get to great brakes. So we are currently building our first set of really good brakes. So we're hoping to get some benefits from that. And we're only 4 weeks away from the military centre. So we might actually get that done this episode. Because 4 weeks is 28 days, isn't it? So we might actually get the military centre built this episode as well. That'd be nice. So we have got 9 days and 9 hours left to complete these new brakes. Which is quite let's say impressive, not the right word, is it? Andre's birthday. Ugh, we don't really care about his morale, do we? I mean, I've not got the money, I don't really care too much about it. There we go, brakes, free choice of tyres. Okay. Radical change to way dry tyre compounds are chosen for a race weekend. Currently the GMA defines tyre choices the teams are given. The proposed rule would see all of that power given over to the teams, allowing them to pick whichever compounds they like. This would be a brilliant rule change, says team principal Eddie Dubois. Adds more complex layer to race. I'm not sure if I'm ready for a more complex layer, to be honest with you. I can barely handle the layer I've got at the moment, so a more complex layer might not be the best one for me. Another win for Hamilton in Milan. Verstappen in second, Chilton third, Bottas fourth, Ricciardo fifth, Vettel sixth, which means, yeah, Verstappen and Hamilton pulling away from the rest of the pack, really. Hamilton's going to win this one pretty easily, and of course Mercedes is an absolute country mile away. It's another boring one-dimensional season, isn't it, really, for Formula 1? Got to be careful with that, haven't they? They've had a lot of those recently. Right, new brakes are done. They're not done yet because that's a bit annoying, isn't it? New vote start. We've got to do the politics first. I'm going to go against. I don't really want that power. And let's skip to the end. Ooh. Okay, it's happening. It has been approved. Whatever I vote for never seems to happen, does it? That'll happen as of next season then. Okay, new sponsorship offers. Our marketability is looking pretty good at the moment, so we're getting some decent amount of money in. So you're offering us 1.48 for 6 races. That seems like the best offer. There we go. We'll have that money now. Thank you very much. Nice. Okay. Give me my brakes. Right, brakes are done. Oh, great brakes. I mean, we've already got great brakes anyway, but these apparently can be better great brakes. Oh, they do have a much higher potential by the looks of it. 108, 83... 123, so we're going to give you those new brakes. You're probably better off keeping the ones you've already got, to be honest with you. And we're going to improve those brakes as well. Up to the 123. 7 days before the next race. Okay. I mean, how are we looking like now? I mean, we're okay. Top speed's really dropped down though, isn't it, really? Not much we can do here. Until the test track's built, there's not a lot we can do, is there, really? I think everything we've got is the best we can. We can probably get a better gearbox now. Or can we? Oh, we can because we've not got the full gearbox yet, have we? So, plus 2 days, better acceleration, better acceleration, better acceleration, better reliability. Which is actually probably a pretty good one, actually, isn't it? We get that built pretty quickly, ready for the next race. Should be give us much better acceleration. The engine, I don't know why the engine's done that, because we were looking pretty good in the engine, to be honest. And it's just really dropped it down. We had quite high, unless other people have got a massive improvement recently, I'm not sure. Devin is low quality and no potential. We'll ignore him then as well. Right, gearbox finished. We'll get the new gearbox fitted onto the car straight away then. Where is it? Gearbox 134 of 180. Again, it's the same quality, to be honest. But it does have higher race acceleration. So we'll get that on the car straight away. Is there anything else we can build that's going to make us better? And again, it's just these two that are the big problem. These are getting better. I mean, we're still bottom on both of them, but they are better. We're up to epic on everything now, but... You've got a full great car, have you? You've got a full great car. I don't think there's much point in really doing much else with you, to be honest. Let's just improve your reliability and everything. And your... Let's just improve everything on your car. I mean, let's just get it to the point that it's best, I suppose. And just hope for the best. That's all we can do, isn't it, really? We could build some stuff at Anthony's car, but to be honest, it's probably not worth spending the money. Again, we might as well. We could spend thousands... Oh, another win for Hamilton, God. Another second for Verstappen. But this time, Bottas finishing 6th allows Verstappen to pull really away from Bottas. Okay. Verne gets the win in F2. Continue his reign of dominance. Yeah, I don't know if there's any point in us actually spending any money on the car. I mean, we've got 16 million here. We could just spend some more money on the facilities. I mean... 6 million for forecasting. Scouting 5.75 for helps your lead designer and race mechanics to improve their skills. Also allows drivers to better their fitness and focus. So it helped the... Let's just do that. Come on, let's build that. I mean, I'm fed up of spending money on the car because it's pointless. We're not getting anywhere. Might as well spend money. Like I said, we're going to spend a lot of money this year on the actual facilities, and I think we're doing that. I mean, our... Telemetry centre's due in a week. Test track in 4 weeks. Staff centre now will be in 14 weeks. We're really going to improve just everything we can. Here's the telemetry centre here. Boom. Is it cut half? No, it hasn't. Okay, that's good. Right, brakes research. The chance we can divert some of the money into brakes research. This is stupid, isn't it? I mean, this is the stuff we spent money on, and they're moaning that we haven't spent any bloody money on it. Okay. It's not technically... It's not come up as built yet, though, has it? It is there, telemetry centre. So we can now build a better gearbox. So we've got a gearbox. Problem is, it's locked on the Epic, so we're not really gaining much, are we? Oh, risk level -1, but it gives... So we could take one of these risk things. And... That wouldn't be too bad, would it? Weight stripping ×2. Acceleration and reliability. So get one more slot now to put something else in. So we could... What can we put in here? Acceleration of -10. Probably the best one, to be honest with you. Let's go for that. 195. He says he's not going to spend any more money on shit, and then he goes and spends money on shit. That'd be our last big upgrade of the season. We might take advantage of it, right? That'd be our last big upgrade of the season, I think that is. The rest of the money we're going to save to the end of the season just to spend on the car, I think. Alright, so the car is improving. So we're working on improving these parts. We don't need to really work on that anymore, do we then? It will do, because it will go on the other car anyway, so it's not too much of a problem. It will get used at some point. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Part fitting we're okay with. Right, so we are off to... Belgium? Yeah, the Belgian Grand Prix. With a little penis head at the top. Right. Is this a loading screen? Yep. There we go. Right. Come on, stop loading. Right, there we go. So we'll stick with these two. Anthony needs to get gone. Anthony's almost as bad now as our test driver. Simulator session. I mean, like I said, there's no point. In the future, we will do this. We will do the practice sessions properly, but there's no point at this point in time even doing them because it's not really beneficial for us. We're not really gaining any knowledge from it. We're gaining knowledge, but we're not really gaining anything from it because our cars are so bad that we're not really going to get much out of it. pointless, isn't it? Really, everyone's setting their fastest laps because they're on softs now. As the track gets drier. There we go. Practice is finished. See the difference between our two cars? Who had the quicker lap? I'm sure it was Gomez, as it was by 0.4 of a second. Still 0.4 of a 4 seconds, sorry, behind Zendelli in the Tolman. Okay. Still got a lot of work to do. Like I said, next season when we're really going to push, we're going to invest a lot of money in our car next season, I think. Like millions and millions. And hopefully get the money back through sponsorship and prize money. Right. Wet tyres. Is it going to be wet for long? Yeah, it's going to get wetter apparently. Okay. We're slower. Super overtake mode we've got no interest on. So just go race trim. And you intermediates we're not really going to use, so let's go race trim again. I think wets are going to be the main one here. I don't know, we're starting on full wet, so yeah, might as well. Car setup. Your car is not right. Your downforce is nowhere near. Your handling is nowhere near. You need your gear ratios is what you need to sort. Oh, no, it's not. Gear ratio is more that way. Okay, that's not bad, I suppose. We'll do this a little bit this way. Yeah, we'll try that. Tyre choice, you're on the wets. You'll get 12 to 14 laps out of this, which is possible to do one stop in this race then. We'll take 2 laps of fuel away. And you're actually not too bad with your car. It's not set up too badly. We can just change your speed balance slightly. Try and keep that as close as we can. There we go. And you're on wets as well. You get 15 to 17 laps out of wets. Although it's not really. It's gonna rain very heavily very quickly though, isn't it? I suppose so we might as well just go for it. And again, we'll take another 2 laps. It's gonna save you half a second a lap. Right. So without further ado, let's whack on this Belgian Grand Prix. Right then. We got 10th and 24th somehow. I don't know how Anthony's ended up in 10th, but there we go. The lights are out, and after 1 lap, we're 23rd, 24th. That's what normally happens. Well, Gomez has got up 2 positions, actually. Don't know how Gomez has pulled that one off, to be honest with you, but he's had a good start, obviously. Anthony's doing okay. Gomez is holding those 2 positions. I don't know how Gomez is doing this, to be honest, but I know he's holding 1 position. I know it's 2, isn't it? Because 23rd and 24th. So whoever's in 24th is really struggling. That's Chadwick. Oh, is Chadwick in the pit? I don't know. I don't know what happened there, to be honest. I don't even know what happened there. Drive mistake by Faith Anthony. And she's being cruised past pretty easily there. And Gomez is in last. Okay, so Gomez is going to have to get past Anthony again, which he struggled with in the last race. Interested if he can pull it off in this one. It's going to be a lot of effort for him. That car just jiggling back and forth. So we need to have a look at the ways to make money as well. There are things you can build, like build a road car factory, which helps you make money, which means we can really go all out on the car then. There's also there's a HQ you can build for tours, which is pretty good as well. You can make money out of tours of the racetrack or race team or race factory, whatever it is. So there's just ways of making a bit of money really moving forward, because we are struggling at this point in time. We are making a loss every race, but we've got enough money in the bank to be able to survive. Look at Gomez's car twitching. Gomez not doing well here against Anthony. Struggling to catch Anthony up for some reason. Don't know why, because I can say, well, the cars aren't too different now, I suppose, because all the parts we got... Gomez should have the better parts. But all the parts that Gomez did have are now moving to Anthony's car. There might be a few on Anthony's car that were improved. That Gomez has now got newer parts that have not been fully improved yet. But we can have that done hopefully by the next race. Another error in that same corner, this time by Gomez. I think that's to do with the very low tyre temperature, I think. Which is not ideal. The big benefit for Gomez is going to be just the... I think it's going to be the longevity of the tyre is going to be a bit longer than Anthony. Anthony, I think, is going to struggle. Although it's saying that, Anthony's tyres are in better condition than Gomez. I'm not quite sure that's Gomez just spun a little bit there, or he made a driver error which might have affected the tyre wear. Panis is doing well, back up to 23rd. Lap 7 then. Sims has really screwed his tyres up. Good and proper. He's dropping. He's gone to intermediates though. Does Sims know something we don't? It's going to dry out in about 4 laps time. That's interesting to know, because we might be able to pull that off well time-wise then. If we can continue on these dries. A couple of guys have got onto the Super Softs, which is very, very early for the Super Softs. Ericsson and Schumacher. That is very risky. I think they're going to really struggle on those tyres for a few laps. I mean, no grip at all, are there? They're so bad that we're actually pulling away from Ericsson and Gomez. That is a really risky, that one. A lap of 2 minutes. That's a real bad lap, isn't it, really? But Sims is on Super Softs as well. They're really going for it, aren't they? I think we know we can get away with this for a couple of laps. If we don't pit too early, we should be okay. I mean, the sun's going to come out very, very soon, which will start drying the track a little bit. Then the rain is going to slow. Okay, we're now overtaking people that are on the Super Softs tyres because they're not ready. The track's not ready for it yet. We're actually overtaking people. Right, so the sun is now out. The track is starting to dry. And the people who went on Super Softs early are really regretting that decision now, I think, because even we're pulling away at a rate of knots. Okay, the rain's going to start to slow a bit now as well. So I think we probably want to give it another lap. Okay, so it should start to dry out a bit more now. So you probably want to get it another lap after this. The sun's going to be fully out next lap. So where are we on the track? We are 18th and 19th. So we're just going around for the full pit now. Okay, I feel like we're going to go for it now then. So Anthony, put you on a set of softs, 12 to 14. Yeah, that might get you to the end of the race actually, 12 to 14. Maybe. Oh, that's not great, is it? 12 to 14. Maybe we'll do one more lap. One more lap on the wets. Just to see if we can get to the end of the race with one pit stop. Yeah, we're going to try and get to the... I mean, what about you, Gomez? Can you get longer at these... Oh my god, what's happened there? You can get 14 to 16, so you can pit now. Park condition, everything's okay. So you can pit now. But Anthony's going to have to do one more lap. And then you should hopefully be able to get to the end of the race on this set of softs. I mean, we're 80 odd seconds ahead of Sims. We might actually be able to finish ahead of a car here without actually having to rely on people to crash, you know. We're going for a one-stopper. I think a lot of these people on Super Softs are going to have to stop again. So there's Gomez round. Anthony... I think you're going to have to, Anthony. So Gomez needs to get his fuel delta back, which should be okay. We took 2 laps off and there's a lap left. So Gomez, just have to chill, mate. Just hopefully just see if you can hold on. Anthony, now I think we can get away with it. 14 laps remaining. So you just have to be very, very careful and make these tyres last. Okay. Sims is locked up and... So Faith's tyres were worn. We bring her in straight away. So I make these cars last to the end now. That's all you got to do. That'd be great. Okay, well you're down to 20th. There's a collision there. Sam Bird. Did Sam Bird just hit our car? I don't know, to be honest. Are we going to be able to stay ahead of any of these guys? I mean, I don't think we are we? We are like a minute ahead of Sims, but I mean, look how quickly he's gaining on us. It's not fun, is it really? But then again, they're going to have to pit again as well, so that's an extra 20 odd seconds on top. So we might be able to pull this off. Get a position or so ahead, you know. Oh, Bloody hell, Anthony spun the car. Anthony spun the car, which is going to screw your tyres, isn't it? No, your tyres are okay. Your tyres are okay. So we just see if we can stay ahead of Sims, which we're not going to be able to. He's 30 seconds behind now, but I think he's going to have to pit again, so it's like 50 seconds. But judging by how quick he's caught up, I can't see it's going to make much of a difference. I think the big difference is the super sauce, but like I say, by avoiding another pit stop, we might be able to just beat someone for that. I don't know. I don't know. So Gomez has pulled 4 seconds ahead of Anthony. Trying to unlap himself by the looks of it, to be honest. No, as there's been a yellow flag in Sector 2, but looks like it's okay at the moment. So Sims is catching, but he's still a few seconds behind, isn't he? 10 laps remaining. I think these people on Supersofts are going to have to pit again, you know. I mean, there's a few who might be able to enter the last to the end of the race, but I don't think all of them are going to be able to. As long as Sims has to pit, that'd be great. I mean, he's already pitted 3 times. I'm hoping he pits a 4th time. That's what we're hoping for. He's only 5 seconds behind Anthony now. Just got to hope he pits again. That's the only hope we've got, really. And he's going to overtake Anthony any second now, isn't he? But luckily, Gomez has pulled away from Anthony by about 13 seconds, showcasing his speed. Although Anthony's got a better driver form today, apparently, even though Gomez is pulling away at a rate of knots. Blue flags kill us, don't they? That blue flag really killed us then, I think. Slow it down to let other cars past. Third decker spun the car. Double decker. It's another spin. And I think people are going to have to start pitting soon because those tyres, they're going to last in the end race. 7 laps remaining. And there's a few people like Mick Schumacher definitely is on a low tyre, where Sims has had a problem. 10-second penalty for causing a collision as well. Excellent. And Gomez just overtakes Sims, who's really struggling with tyres. I mean, if Anthony pulls a finger out, should be able to overtake as well. And then Sims is now going to have to pit and take a 10-second penalty as well. He might actually finish ahead of Sims here, you know. He's going to have a shocking race, don't get me wrong. Then again, he did like clatter into Gomez. It is justified. He's banned or whatever it is, or he's penalty. And all of a sudden, Gomez is 30 seconds ahead of Sims again, with only 5 laps remaining. If he can hold on, that'd be nice to be able to actually finish ahead of someone legitimately. Someone who's not been, I say legitimately, he's had 4 pit stops, bless him, but someone who's not crashed out the race. We've played our luck, don't get me wrong, but let's see if we can pull it off. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Best lap there of the race for Anthony. Okay. What happened there? There's another few people that are going to have to pit again, though, I think. Jewis is one of them. Quite a few. I think they might try and hold on to the end of the race. I remember when I used to play this on the phone, mobile phone, it was definitely a case that people would struggle a lot, wouldn't they? And they would make stupid pit stops toward the end of the race. On the blades, my front wing seems damaged. We're going to have to just hold off. There's only 3 laps remaining. Just hold off. Can't get enough heat into the tyres. Well, just hold on. So we just need to finish the race. That's all we need to do. Ah, Sims is overtaking Gomez. Bugger. And Gomez's tyres are worn. Sims has just come out absolutely incredibly and super softs and just ripped us to shreds, hasn't he? Our tyres are underheated. I don't think softs were the right choice here, were they? But I tried for the one-stop strategy and it didn't really work because the tyres just weren't quick enough. It looks like it would have been quicker to go for a 2-stopper on... So there's some people that managed to do the super softs. Oh, look, there are some people pitting. Oh, wow. There are some people pitting on the final lap. That was a stupid idea by them, wasn't it, really? But it's not really affect us too much. We can't catch up. Another yellow flag, but there's been loads of yellow flags, but no actual crashes this race so far. I wonder if these cars are pitting to try and get a set of fresh tyres on to get the fastest lap. That's what they're doing in Formula 1 a bit now, aren't they? To try and get that fast lap extra point. So Gomez comes round. We're on the... Is it the final lap now? I think so. Do we... I think we've got to do one more lap after this by the looks of it though, I think. Have we? Or is this our last lap now? No, we got one more lap to do. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there is a finish for Anthony. But Gomez has got one more lap to do. Car 19's really struggling, or the car in 19th is really struggling. That's Aberdeen. His car's so bad, even Gomez has overtaken him. Granted, it was just unlapped himself, so it's not exactly that great, really, is it? Oh, Alkonutsky's run out of fuel. I think he still managed to finish the way, so it's Braun GP's Bird gets the win. Vip's in third. Okay, so Fuoco has won the last two races, finishes 14th today after a stupid late pit stop. That was an interesting race. Very, very different. I mean, this is... The whole grid seems to be evolving the whole way through the season. Different teams are getting stronger and different teams are getting weaker. So it's a real interesting dynamic at this point in time. Right, so scrutineering the cars. I don't think we've got any issues. Nope. Does anyone else have any issues? A lot of penalties. There we go. So Gomez finished 32 seconds behind Sims. Nice. We didn't get lapped by everyone then. That's nice. Gomez finished 1 lap behind the leader, and Faith Anthony finished 2 laps. Faith Anthony got lapped by Gomez, apparently. It's pretty bad. So Sims still tops it, but didn't do very well this race. Been caught up quite a bit. Sam Bird and Vips got up to 3rd and 4th in the championship. It's a very mixed group, isn't it? Very, very mixed group. Peugeot stayed top and Braun in 2nd. So after Maserati's strong performance the last couple of races, they're still not that close, really, are they? Let's see how much money we made. That's always the main thing, isn't it? Money, money, money. Must be funny. In a rich man's palm. Come on. Right, so is Anthony getting worse again? Yep. I don't know how you can get much worse, to be honest, Anthony. You've really just fell off completely, haven't you? I've never seen a driver so bad in my life. Right, we lost 55 grand, which is great again. Not losing too much money. Vettel won the Black Sea Grand Prix. A little too late, though, I think, to be honest. Hamilton 2nd, Ricciardo 3rd, Bottas 4th, Chilton 5th. So Hamilton still topping it by a mile. But I think Ferrari, yes, have managed to leapfrog Red Bull, which is what they needed to do to make sure they got as much money as possible. Very interesting, but look at that. It's almost won, isn't it, by Mercedes already. Pointless even trying to catch up, isn't it, really? So Bird for F3 gets the 25 points plus the 2 extra points to the fastest lap of the race, which is why you've shot so far. Look how, it's crazy just how much the points have been shared around this season. I mean, you got 27 points, and it's put you up to 60, which means before this race you were on 33 points. You were like down here. It's really just shot you up the group, hasn't it? Our 2 guys still rock, but there's a few teams that haven't got a single point though, so it's not just us. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like. Of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of Motorsport Manager. Bye.